Yeah, this is Black Light, you know, Cyberspace Ministry. You know what it is. And I'm out here in the parking lot while my mom's getting checked up. She just got her pacemaker put in last week and she's doing a follow-up. She's doing pretty good, but she's letting that stress and anxiety because they messing up here at the clinic, they done messed up a couple of times. And that's getting on her nerves. Messed up with the prescription. Seems like they trying to see how much stress she can take. And like I told you in my last video, she flatlined a couple of times, a couple of weeks back, a week back, 2 weeks back. And I've been off the airwaves for a minute, uh, taking care of mom. I was shooting out videos six and seven a day. And so, but ain't gonna be able to do that on a consistent basis no more because I got to be on alert because mom is in a critical situation. She got a pacemaker put in, but she's still getting stressed. We got stress. She got stress coming to the clinic, and everything. And this is messing with her mind a little bit because she flatlined 6 times. That air, you know, oxygen to the brain, man. And when you start messing with that, you start messing with the faculties of the brain. And she a metaphysical student, my mother is. She started me off when I was a baby in the Nation of Islam. But you got to practice what you're preaching. It's hard for her to do that because she always, all her life, tried to please Whitey. Try to look good in Whitey's eyesight. She still look at Dr. Phil and Matt Dillon and all that crazy stuff on TV. I told her don't even look at it. But she in love with the Caucasian, thinking that we all the same. They come from us, we didn't come from them. And they got a purpose to serve, you know. And what you don't know is that this system here is a thought. And our system, the original system was a thought. But they thought ain't the same as the original man's thought. And two thoughts can't occupy the same space at the same time. Because a thought is a power. It's a vibration. And atoms, the nature of an atom, they all in their own cycle. And they can't occupy the same space, but they can come close. And every time they come close to colliding with each other, it creates friction. So one of them got to go. One got to go, because the imitation or the lesser thought is on a lesser vibration. It's not as high as the original thought on the higher vibration. And that's who we are. We represent that. So over the period of time, it's been friction, man, between the Caucasian and the Aboriginal. Asian. So we can never, ever, ever occupy the same space. One thought got to dominate. The other thought got to be a satellite. That's why we still here, because we the Aboriginals. There's been other melanated brothers and sisters, whole nations wiped out because they're not the original. But they was some kin to us. The Caucasian, you can say he's some kin to us, but he's so far removed that he don't have the original qualities. He have less original qualities than we do. But he tricked us into thinking that he was superior. And he built all his institutions. Now he's trying to own God. And you can't own God, man. But he's coming close to it because we letting him do it. Because we're trying to please him. Everything we do, we're trying to please him. We're trying to come up to a standard that we think is a supreme standard that he created. And it's below standards. It's below standards because we, for example, we could, at one time, we could communicate without moving our mouth, without using our vocal cords. We could talk to each other. We could see each other without a TV screen, without any kind of camera or anything. So he don't have those kind of qualities. So he inventing, using us as a model, as a blueprint, to invent those kind of technical apparatus that we have naturally, And once we realize that we are the authority, then, he will be put in his proper place. He will be a satellite. See, we the sun, and if we was to put it like that, we the sun and he the moon. He's a satellite, He's a reflection. He's a glimpse of what we really are. But he don't have the necessary attributes or the qualities. He lost his qualities because he's a grafted person. Once we realize that, we'll be all right. But we don't want to realize that. Not even now, even this younger generation. But we were starting to realize it in the 60s, but we still was gullible because we wasn't hip to all his tricks. How he could come in amongst us and divide and conquer like he's doing now. Yeah, he could do this thing subliminally. He don't have to be up close and personal no more. He can do it from a distance now. So this is Black Light Out, and I'll talk to y'all a little later. Like I told you, I'm dealing with moms now, and but we got to learn how to focus all our thoughts into one area. We don't got to see if we focus, You know, if you get birds up with the same feather and we focus and meditate on one thing, a ruling, if we focus up on getting this thing set right, get rid of fear, we be all right. But our thoughts are scattered right now. So I'm gonna continue this at a later time. This is Black Light Out.